is totem animals, spirit team is angels, ancestors, guides, God, universe. Everything around you is a guide and a spiritual mentor if you are willing to look at it. The Legion, a legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through the people around you. They will send the people that you love the most to break you down because they know that that is the only way to hurt you. When you are chosen, and I know that that's a big word, but when you are chosen, and everyone is chosen, we are all chosen for a specific mission, and you have to find it. I can't tell you what it is. The only thing I can do is give any pieces of information that may be relevant, and then you have to use the discernment and see if it fits and sits, or if it isn't, let it fly. The Legion, a legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through the people around you. So the devil doesn't send an enemy to bring you down. The devil sends the person that you love the most, because they are the person that you will be the most vulnerable around. So always protect yourself, protect the people that you love the most. When people may be coming for you, I love to ask for guidance from my angels and ask for them to put a protective bubble around me and send back any lower vibrational energy. When we think of energy clearing, we want to think of how do we alchemize that energy. We don't want to send it back in baneful, like angry energy. We want to ask, how can we alchemize that and transmute and manifest that energy into something that is positive and productive and is of a higher vibration, and that is of benefit to the whole entire human race. Hello, it is a collective reading. If you have a question, you can ask. If there's any confirmations, I would love for you to go ahead and let me know. Completion. The energy work done against you is done. It's over. The spell has been broken. What do you want to know, my love? Alright, let's see if there's any other cards here. We may switch over to the tarot. Anything that's been sent to you, once you start realizing that people are sending you energy, it has no effect, because you say, you know what, this doesn't affect me. If you were truly that powerful, you would come to me yourself. You have to work behind closed doors. Pity party. Someone is going through tough times and wants you to experience the same thing. Misery loves company, apparently, and that's never fun. Don't hang out with people that feel sorry for themselves. Okay. All right, my love. Give me just one moment. I'm going to read this card, and we'll see if that fits for the lovely S. And I'll pull some tarot cards. But pity party. Someone is going through some tough times and wants you to experience the same thing. All right. Let's see. I'm looking for my tarot deck, so give me just one moment. Okay. Okay. All right, my love. Let's see. What is going on with S? Why are we feeling called to them? What is going on with S? Okay. So we have Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is betrayal. That's feeling like you have knives in your back. You can't sleep because everybody, there's knives above your head. You have to sleep with protection in your bed. There's betrayal there. And that may be you, or that may be the other party. And a lot of times when we have a strong connection with a past relationship or situationship, whatever it may be concerned. And my love, my biggest piece of advice to you is that do not take on roles that you do not have titles or compensation for. Meaning that please do not take on a situationship if what you truly want is wife material or husband material. Like, don't do wife or husband stuff for someone that you don't know if they want to be with you truly or not. So 4 of Swords, betrayal. Temperance, though. Temperance is about patience. It's about balance. Okay. So you're saying that they treat it as like a too casual, or the betrayal part? Okay. And here's the thing. If they are not brave enough to pick up the phone to contact you, and they can only mentally call you, that's not enough. Like, you ask for more. Like, if he's not calling, let it go. So I came out of the aviation world. Not that I was in aviation, but I was closely, like, had family kind of thing. And one of the things that pilots were always great at, and pilots are sticklers, and they should be. They need to pay attention to safety. They have a lot of things going on. It's a very high stress situation, and kudos to them. They do an amazing job. That being said, always be willing to renegotiate if you're not happy. Like, if what situationship S is offering you, keep going. Because that's funny. No. Be grown. He has to be a grown child. Like, he has to be grown. If he wants to get your attention, he needs to knock on your door, send you a text, call you. We are not in elementary school. Yeah, no, that sounds like a fake account. No, like, it sounds like a fake account, but if he can't call you, if he can't text you, if he can't show up at your door, then why? Yep, exactly. Because you do need him to come to you. As a female, we do not have time to be out wasting our resources chasing a man. The Chariot, this is incoming communication. So a few of the signs that we have here, we have air, we have Gemini, Leo, or I do that every time. I don't know why. I always mix the air and the fire together. Because he's thinking about you. Either when times are quiet or when he's intimate. Sometimes they'll be intimate. Yep. Okay, so betrayal, 4 of Swords. How do you need to use logic and discernment to walk away from betrayal? If you're feeling like, I'm not sure what's going on here, walk away. Never be afraid to walk away. So as in air, we have Libra, which I am a Libra, so I kind of channel Libra. So I get it. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You have fire, which is, and so temperance is Sagittarius. So you have Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And then we have Chariot. So we also have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because Chariot is Scorpio energy, Cancer energy. So what these speak about is having balance. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And I understand I have a lot of those kind of weird kink dynamics going on within my life too. I'm so glad like your rising and your moons, because that makes such a difference in your balances, especially with how we show up in the world, because moon being our internal world. So having water moons, our external is like our sun. So love it. I love that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Side note. Spiritual side note. Okay. Let's keep going. If you'd like to donate to my ministry, it's Siren Song Lover at Cash App. Otherwise, pay it forward. Times are tough. The world, those cycles are coming to a close. So the divine feminines are starting to rise up. We're standing in our power. We're saying, you know what? This is bullshit. I'm out. Like, I can't. So, and Pisces, you guys are perfect little lovers. So it's like, you're dreamy. If it's not right for you, walk away. And those chapters, I'm going to tell you this. I spent a very long time crying over a deep connection, deeply entrenched in my life. And it took me so long to give up. And then once I released that burden, it was like the weight of the world had completely come off of me. And I could breathe again. I could laugh again. I could dance in the rain. I could just feel the sun on my skin again. And then when I got back into the dating world, I realized that someone would be willing to do what I had to beg someone else for. They would do it and they wouldn't even bat an eye. They wouldn't even break a sweat. That would be like, okay, that was a normal Tuesday, so what do you need next? So they do it and they come back like better equipped with tools. Like they come with better connections. Have you done a cord cutting? Yeah, so we have deep soul connections also, and we have karmic contracts, and then once those are done, we're out. So sometimes we will be really closely entrenched, and it's like we will have had a lot of lifetimes with that person. We have a lot of debt in both directions to pay to each other. So sometimes we will have contracts that are years, and a lot of those karmic cycles last about 7 years. I'm going to tell you, cut the cord. Please just cut the cord. So worth it once you cut the cord. Push. Okay, so for a little while there, because when we have strong connections, we feel like we're just going bananas. Or at least I did. I was like, why can't I stop thinking about it? Why can't I stop seeing him? Why can't I stop smelling him? Why, like, you go bananas. And then you just let go. And then you're like, I promise. I let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We'll just do a little Elsa. Maybe I'm not a singer. It's hard though. When you're ready, you'll let it go, and then you'll be like, why did I wait so long? Because there is someone that wants to love you just the way you need to be loved. Okay, death. This is letting go of those old chapters. And death does not mean necessarily like someone... Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's an ego death. Sometimes it's a dark night of the soul. An ego death or a dark night of the soul is like when something happens so bad. So ego death is like when something happens so bad that you'll just never be the same again. You'll never be able to go fit back in that role. And honestly, I'll look in just a moment. But so death is like letting go of those things that don't serve us. So he may be needing to let go of things no longer serves him. He may have karmic contracts that he's closing up on his end. You may have it on your end. Sometimes you have to let go in your energy of people that aren't meant to be with you on your journey. Let it go though. Ace of Pentacles. This is financial abundance. So we can't wait for them to make a move. You honestly have to, when you think of them, let it go and move on with your life. You can't wait for them, because if you stop moving, you'll forever be standing still waiting for someone that doesn't even know that you're waiting for them. And you're going to block your abundance. So I can look and pull in the cards about what's blocking him, but I've learned in the journey, even then, that it was, and he will pull on your energy because he feels your energy too. You just have to ignore it and keep moving and be like, you know, man, I feel you, and yet you can't meet me at the vibrational need, so I can't wait for you. Like, yes, he's going to energetically call to you and you to him, but if he's meant to be with you, he needs to rise to the level that you're at. Because you can't waste your resources, because women are the providers and we are the universe and we are the everything. So we cannot waste our resources chasing men or waiting for men, because that's how we build our universes. we as women need to drop into the receptive energy. So when we let go of things that don't fit us, that are draining us, and then we lean into the things that we want to have, we will receive more of the things that we want to have. Ego. That's why he won't say anything. It literally takes a lot of these men having to be on their knees before they'll ever say anything is wrong. And we just went through a lot of, we just went through back-to-back Capricorn full moons, and that was closing a 16-year of karmic cycle. Capricorn is devil, addictions, what fuels us, what we're chained to. So we just let go and purged out a really heavy karmic cycle Sunday. So that's why things feel extra intense and people are calling up, because it's like you and he are both reviewing the last 16 years of junk and letting it go. So yes, you're going to call each other up to see like, hey, do we continue on this chain together or do we part ways? Yeah. I promise when you just sit back and let attract, you get way better things. Don't chase, because it'll always be faster than you. Whatever you're chasing is always going to have some sort of advantage or gain. So don't chase, let it come to you, because then it's like they're coming, that or whatever is coming to you wants to be near you. So don't force things, don't chase things, just sit back and breathe and relax. Like when I went through all the intense stuff that I went through, I just learned how to have fun again and breathe again and play again. And I just learned who I was. Justice. So Libra. This is closing out karmic cycles. So. And confirmation for his sign. So give it some time. Go pick up a hobby, go out with friends, go start going to the movies, go live your life, go find out what you want to do, what you love to do, what you want to do. You have to live and love yourself first, so that way when the one steps in, you will be able to show them how to love you. You will know how to love you, so that way when they come in, you can say, you know what, if you can't meet me at this expectation that I date myself, then you're not worthy of my time, energy, attention. See ya. So, yeah. One more card for this. Two of Cups. When you let go of things, they let go of things, you let things kind of settle where they need to be and have patience and balance. Love, abundant love offers come in. So, yeah. Be distracted in things that make your heart run over. Like say you love pottery painting and you go to pottery class, and just even by yourself, you go for the first time by yourself, and what if the person that you are meant to be with is in that pottery class and you never would have taken it if you were waiting for that other one to contact you? Hopefully I've learned so much about myself in the last, so it's like, how do we learn to find what sparks our joy anymore? The Tower. Let go of things that no longer serve you. It feels hard at first, and then it gets so much better when you let go of things that don't fit. They don't, maybe, so if you look at 2021, if you look at 2024, a lot of things have drastically changed in those years. So you are not the person that you were in 2021, and neither are they. Hopefully you have both evolved and grown as humans, but you aren't the same versions of yourself. So you may not even know that person, and they may not know you truly. Even if you're truly connected, you don't know each other until you meet this version. When we're with someone, we go through so many like transformations of themselves and ourselves and our lives, that who you meet today is not the person that you're gonna know in 5 years, because 5 years is a lot of time. And as humans, we are to grow and evolve. Alright, let's see. Let me see. I'm going to post some affirmations for you. Yeah, I understand, and yet, because I went through it so freaking hardcore, and I mean, it's bad. It becomes beautiful when you decide to put you over them. When you're like, I must be with them, but then you're like, no, I must be with me. And if they don't want to hang out with me, that's their loss. Like, put your oxygen mask on first. Because you have to want to be with you first. And if they don't want to be with you, that's their fucking loss. Kick rocks. Yeah. It becomes such a beautiful thing, because then you're like, I started saying, like, if it does not set my hair on fire, like, I don't want to go. Like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a F no. Because, alright. So, I'm going to do some affirmation cards. These are beautiful cards. And that's kind of that Piscean feel. Kind of. A water bearer, we'll say. The Mindful Collective Daily Affirmations. So let's see what we have here. All right. Whoop. I breathe in love and exhale fear. Okay, so for a while there, I was saying faith over fear. And when we don't know what's going to happen, when the future doesn't look like yes. So breathe in love for yourself and exhale fear about what's going on in his side. Because you can only dance in your own lane, girl. Like, you can only dance in your own lane. Or, yeah, you can only dance in your own lane. So, inhale love. I breathe in love and I exhale fear. So here's the thing. If you're not prideful, you can go do anything you like, because you are willing to give up the fear of what happens if I fail. Okay. When my dreams feel scary, it means I am on the right path. So instead of faith over fear, let's look at freedom over fear. When you are on the right path, it is going to feel scary. And when you are feeling scared, take in a big deep breath and let it go. So when you feel him energetically calling, yet he's not present, breathe in, because that fear, let it go. If he's going to show up, he needs to show up. He needs to get over his pride. I know that sounds maybe totally harsh, yet love you. And then let someone else love you. Whether that be your situationship or someone way better. Like I say, I promise I let go of something that was very, very hard, I was so incredibly connected to. I mean, beyond. And it really added a lot of depth and character into my spiritual journey. And I never thought I would be able to let go. And then once I finally did, I allowed the most beautiful group of people to come in to surround me, to help me grow and expand. So I held on to one person for so long. And then when I finally let go, I had a whole group of people come in to embrace me and say, I see you. So you can wait for them, yet the world is out there. If you don't go out and explore the world today, you won't do it tomorrow. So it is always the right time to start. It is always the right time to start. So, I had a lot of, I wasted so much time waiting for this. I felt like so much. And then one day I just decided to start. And I don't even know if I said like, oh, I'm starting. I think I just physically started doing whatever it is that I wanted to do with that person. I started doing it on my own. And then once I started doing it, I was like, I've wanted to do this for so long. They wouldn't do it with me yet. Once I started doing it, I was like, why did I wait so long? Start today. If you want to do something, do it now. Like, there's a prime example of this. There was, like, I always wanted to dance in the yard with some props and, you know, lighting and music and the weather. And, or not all at the same time, but kind of like a combination. And I always said, like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to set up tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Never did. And then finally one day I was like, you know what? I have all this stuff. I'm going to do it. And it was so incredibly fun. And the video was so cool. So it is always the right time to start. Don't worry about if he's coming back. Don't worry about when he's coming back. Don't worry about all the time you guys have been connected. Is always the right time to start nurturing yourself more and nurturing what could potentially come in the future. Freedom over fear. So faith over fear. We walk into the unknown without any fear. Good, how are you? And then freedom over fear is that walking into the unknown and having fear allows us to break through the freedom. All right, let's see what the next card is. How are you tonight? Yes, thank you. Yeah, and that's what we are here for, is just to confirm. We give details, and sometimes the detail is like downright eerie. People are like, how'd you know? And I'm like, that was like spirit coming through to be able to say, hey, this is for you. All right, let's do some Divine Goddess cards. How are you, ladies and gentlemen, this evening? I don't even know what time it is anymore. Let's see. Woo. So we have Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am authentic self in all circumstances. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Perpetua. And if you think of perpetual, if you are constantly being yourself, it is a circle. You will always be consistent. When you are authentically vibrating or being you, people can see who you are and they are allowed to love you for you. Okay. Lily of the Valley. Give me one moment. Miss Sweetheart, did I answer all your questions? And are you going to hang around just to see if there's any other messages in here? Always with all of these messages, take the best and leave the rest. Don't be shy. Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Lily of the Valley. Let's see, my love. Give me one moment just to kind of sit and think here. Let me see what Grandma wants to tell us. Great Grandma. Yeah. All right, let me think here. Okay. So sometimes when messages come through, they are cryptic. So always think of that. It'll be like a song or like a memory or something. So sometimes it'll come through in a moment, or it'll come through in a few days, or sometimes even way later. So just when I'm giving anything, again, if it fits, let it sit. I know I change them all the time. I'm like, if it fits, let it sit. And take the best, leave the rest. All right. So I would love to give you some information about Grandma. I'm great Grandma, and I'm also going to give you ways that you can help to kind of find answers for yourself. And the reason being is we are here to give you confirmation, and you, my friend, are the one that has to dig way down deep into that core to know what the real truth is for you. So we give it confirmation. You, if it feels right for you, you'll feel like a tingle or a vibration or some kind of nudge within your body. And it shouldn't feel like panic. It should feel like and generally, like anything from source will come from the back. Okay? So any messages, or like if source is doing a confirmation, a lot of times they come from the back, because it's kind of like that's their best way to confirm with us but not scare us, or confirm with us but not ruin the surprise. Yes. So sometimes if something's on, like you'll have back pain, but it'll vibrate just slightly different. It'll be like a confirmation. I'll be like, oh, it'll like be a radiate pain. So back pain also, what are you carrying? What are you carrying? What? Yes. Okay. I love that you feel that, because once you start feeling here, then you can start processing, and then you'll start telling if the emotions are yours or someone else's, like someone from the past. Like when we have emotions and baggage that is not our own and we carry in our body, which is generational trauma and generational curses, that's someone else's emotion or voice. So you'll be able to start filtering out, is it your junk? Do you need to work with it, or is it someone else's and you need to let it go? Okay. Also, our body stores our trauma and our pain. So when you have back pain, go like breathe into that area when you can quiet the mind, and ask it what emotion it is trying to tell you. Okay. Let's talk about grandma. So great grandma. I know I'm gonna say grandma. I truly do mean great grandma. So please bear with me as I say that. It's easier than just trying to constantly correct here. First off, what I would love for you to do with grandma, because a lot of times family members don't remember, and we have to go find things on our own. Okay, so they'll have very faulty memory because there's something they don't want to address that you may be a little curious about. So the first thing I would do is start talking about her. Start talking to her when you're by yourself. Like when you're driving, if you know grandma's name, you can ask her, be like, hey, Rosie, thank you for watching over me, or thank you, how may I assist you? Because we honor them by talking to them. We honor them by offering. So when we want information from the spiritual world, we make offerings. Or when we want tidings, blessings, good luck, we give offerings. Okay. So you can, like as they talk to her, you can call her by name and she will start coming to you. And I would start leaving offerings, like start leaving sweets, start leaving flowers, start leaving anything like that. So that's for you to tap in. I'm going to tap in here too, but this is going forward. I want you to start talking to her regularly, because she has a lot of information she wants to tell you, but you have to talk to her, because it's you that needs to hear the message. And then she'll respond to you through songs. She'll respond to you through animals. She'll respond to you through signs, messages, synchronicities, phone numbers, anything that reminds that you would just intuitively, you would feel that that's her. Like you'll start saying, okay, Grandma Rosie, like I say, just throwing that name out there. Grandma Rosie, I see that you sent me this. Thank you for the message. Okay. You can write down journal prompts. That helps. I like to, if I have a question about a certain relative or certain problem that I like that's passed over and no one wants to talk about, I'll write a message in my journal, and then whatever message about that ancestor, that guide, or anything that I'm looking for, I'll get a song. So we will tap in. Let me take a breath for a minute because I've been talking hot. Okay. All right. I guess what type of questions you have about her? Like, are you wondering if she has a message, or if there's a secret around her, or if it's, Yes. They watch over you. They love you so much. So once they pass over, they are in service to love. Yes. If you think it is her, it is her. So my love, there's probably something very similar and akin between you, like a birthday or personality, like an archetype. They probably say you are very much like her, yet they don't truly know. And that truly is true because she is one of your guides, your ancestors. She is there to help you. So how you honor her for the family, and when you honor her and you start paying her homage, and like I say, we honor her by thinking about her, we honor her by talking about her, we honor her by giving her gifts, correct? So she will come to hug you, she will come to offer you guidance and peace and comfort when you need it the most, when you start talking to your ancestors. That in that moment when you feel like you are being emotionally hugged by her, that is her trying to get your attention that there is something that you need to pay attention to, but that you need comfort. And if you want those guides and kind of those little breadcrumbs, then like I say, start giving her gifts or acknowledgement and she'll start coming to you more. Let's see. Despair. Whenever you feel that presence, that's what you need to pay attention to. That's what she wants you to know. Because she, like, okay, so there's heavy despair here. So there's some grief, there's some anger, there's some pain. Like, so whatever it is in that moment that you feel that, embrace. And that's whatever you've been thinking about, that you've been having pain and that thing that you need to know about, that when you feel that embrace, that's what she wants you to know. So when you feel that, whatever you're thinking about, whatever is happening, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're hearing, that's what she wants you to know. So if you're, say, having, like, say you're in despair, like, say you have family problems, like you're having problems with your significant other, and you feel her wrap around you after you just got in a fight with them, that's your grandma giving you guidance that you need to be going. Hopefully, does that make sense? Like, she'll send you signs when she wants you to know something. So she'll send you like a scent, she'll send you like a bird, she'll send you anything. So yes, very much so. So when we incarnate into this world, we choose 3 things. We have our birth date, our death date, and our name. We choose our names. So yes, that was your way to let you know in your guide map in life that you have a connection to her. So a lot of her life, and this is where it gets nitty and gritty, and this is where energy and emotional healing is hard. You're going to have to be willing to look at the patterns in your life that maybe are generational, like the partners that you pick and the roles that you've taken. And she doesn't want you to repeat those. So when you share that connection, again, that's your way to know that you and her share a connection, and that you and her need to heal that part of the rift in your lineage in order for her to come to peace. All right, let's see if there's any messages other than that in there. Toil and labor. I am going to bet that grandma was a very hardworking woman and that she was taken very advantage of. And so she probably looks at it and doesn't want you to continue down the same path. Our ancestors don't want us to work ourselves like they did. They don't. We were put here to live good lives. We have to learn the lessons first, though. So when our ancestors came before us, they paved the way for us. And we honor them by saying, I see all the hard work you did, and I'm not going to repeat that pattern. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Do a little mid stretch here. Oh, yeah. So the trick with duality. and especially if you guys are polar, is how do you calm her waters that maybe kept her in emotional cycles and trapped within situations that were not serving her? How do you do that? And with her calmer waters, how does she tame some of that fire? How do you start saying, you know what, I don't need to live in this pattern, and I can get myself out? How do you start using your emotions in a more stable, calming, healing way to soothe that fire? Because if you put fire and water together, just flash, you get steam. So how do you start soothing and kind of balancing like the deep watery emotions where we drown versus that flash temper, that fiery hot, just whoosh, like, because you have to be able to soothe the burn. Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's any. Let's see. What other? We'll go clarifying life situations. Let's see if we can get any wisdom out of here. I am Siren Song Lover, Lara Joe. If you have any questions, please drop them down. If you'd like to donate so into my ministry, there's a lot of time, energy, finances, expenses that go into learning about the occult. It is not an easy path. It is not one that's fun. There is a lot of, release and renew. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal. Okay. Hello, I'm back. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing the new energy to help shape your path. So be willing to let go of the things that no longer serve you. The river will never touch the same place twice. So keep flowing and keep growing as you go through. Okay. Let's see. Thrive and believe. Embrace growth and trust and promise. Keep an open mind. Answers reveal the path to fulfillment. So, what I will tell you about this is with the growth. Okay, so when you're learning about grandma and you're embracing the past patterns that she may have, because that's what they truly want you to do. They will come to you, grandma will come to you, and she wants you to she will embrace you when she wants you to grow past what she did. So our elders believe, they want us to do better. They want us to do better than they ever did. So when my children say something like snarky, they're like, well, I have this advantage. I'm like, yes, you do, because I allowed for that. Yeah. Yes. And becoming better is it's not every day. We are healing, not healed. It is always a continual process. So we are always evolving every day. That's why when I have clients that want to come to me and they want me to do energy clearing for them, and I'm like, okay, I will do an energy clearing for you. And also, I'm going to teach you how to do the energy clearing so that when you need it, you can do it for yourself. I want you to become self-empowered, and that is all about what the self-healing journey is. And then the beauty is that healed people. I want to teach others how to heal themselves and how to protect themselves and clear their energy and all of that. And energy work is such an amazing thing. And if you have not done Reiki, sound therapy, any of those energetics, it is beautiful for sound, like for the journey. I offer a lot of those services as well. Anyway, that being said, we're healing, not healed. So give yourself grace, compassion every day, because we have new things that come up every day. So, and the biggest thing that you can do for yourself, the biggest thing that you can do for anyone else is to heal. The biggest thing also, I know I keep saying the biggest, shadow work. We have to do shadow work. We have to be willing to sit with our dark side so that we don't keep doing it. I think a lot of those want to say like, oh, I'm all love and light and everything's so hunky-dory. No, if you don't know what you do when you're really angry, you do it and you think like, oh, I'm so good. Well, 70% of the time you're good, yeah, but 30% of the time when you're angry, you do really bad things. So you have to be willing to look at both sides of your duality. So please make sure you're always keeping that in mind. Please make sure you're always energetically clearing. Almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear through. Keep walking the path. Keep walking the journey. And it really is a journey. It's not a it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It is hard work. And don't give up. You can scream, you can cry, you can cuss, you can fight, you can spit, you can pause even for a minute, never give up. And you have made it through 100% of your hardest days. So today is not going to be the day that gets you. Tomorrow's not going to be the day either. Because 100% of those days, even when you didn't want to, you got up the next day. Okay? Whenever we lose faith in ourselves, you, alone, without anyone, every day of your life, have made it. Of course you got this. You're a badass. You're in my collective. Of course you've got this. You're a badass. So, almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Keep going. Of course you've got this. Woo! Okay, that was a lot. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Should you have questions about your great grandma, you know what she's trying to tell you in your heart. You have to be brave enough and willing to listen to it and follow it. Okay? And only you can do that. Only you can listen to what your heart truly wants. I'm bumping the tables here. Only you can do what you truly need to do. So listen to what your heart sings. So I am Siren Song Lover. My Cash App is Siren Song Lover. Capital S on Siren, capital S on Song, capital L on Lover. Honest echoes. So Siren Song Lover, you are going to listen to your own heart to find your path and journey home. And it all starts within you. So, honest echoes, what is calling you home? What's calling your heart home? And don't let anything else stop you. I have so many fire signs around right now. And, yeah, you just gotta follow that burning flame. And the Phoenix imagery is so incredibly relevant. So, you have to let that fiery passion take you down your path. And it isn't always going to make sense. And sometimes the floor is going to drop out beneath you. And that is when you're going to learn that you have given yourself your own trust fall. Yes. Oh my goodness. So your mission in this life is to tame that fire. Good luck. May the odds ever be in your favor. Resurrection, shake off the past and rise again. Phoenix energy, rise again, rise again. Always shake that body. Now, so I love animals. I am like a little Dr. Dolittle. And so shake off, like resurrection, shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. So Phoenix energy. Shake it off. So as a fire sign, as a double fire sign, Phoenix energy, shake it all off. Like re-transform yourself as many times as you need to. Re-transform yourself every day. Somebody had said, pretend like every day is a 24-hour roller coaster. For 24 hours, you have to ride this specific ride. And then when you get off, like when you go to bed, you get off of it. So have your fun, have your thrills, feel the lows. Transform yourself every day. Learn and grow every day. Love and feel whatever emotion in your body every day. Constantly reinvent yourself daily. So, meditation, breath work, Kundalini yoga, anything mind transformative. So grounding, Kundalini yoga, meditation. I love to work with animals to tame the flame for me personally. Like, I don't have as much fire energy in my sign, although I have children. I have a lot of fire energy around the children and a lot of connections and love in my life, and a lot of familial fire sign. So for me, because I was an air sign, so when air and fire meet, we just spread. I had to learn to tame it by grounding, doing a lot of somatic work, doing stretch work, doing breath work, again, just feeling into my body to say, I no longer need to hold on to this fire. Yeah. Lily of the Valley, I would love to talk to you on a different basis, and I can give you some exercises though. Yeah. Box breathing. There's so many just little tiny tricks and tips that you can give yourself to be able to do to ground. So the box breathing is great. If you're in fight, flight, or freeze and you need to get out of that, you can take your hands. I love to do this because it's super easy. You can take your hands, put it behind your head, turn your head to each side, like 30, count to 30, and then turn and count to 30. And you should feel like a release or a yawn or anything. And what that's doing is it's bringing you out of that fight or flight response. New heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. As you learn how to tame that inner flame, you will start to reach new heights. And yes, you need to do it through breathing